You all might be wondering about how and when your life is going to change. Well, we all wonder about that. But there is a thing known as thinking out of the box. There are some people with an extraordinary mindset which allows them to think out of the box. So now the question arises, are you one of them? Or are you just a normal person who can never think out of the box? And does it require any superpower to be an out of the box thinker? Well, we'll break down every myth today and tell you what it takes to think out of the box. First of all, thinking out of the box is not a superpower or God's gift. It is as easy as having a healthy breakfast, where you only have to choose the right ingredients for a healthy diet. Starting with the main thing, understanding yourself. When you understand yourself, you are able to explore your inner strengths, weaknesses. It's just like how MNCs do their SWOT analysis, where they analyze their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, second thing, every person has a keen interest in one or the other things. For example, some are interested in sports, some in music, and some in writing. And when you know about your interest, the things get kinda easier for you. To explain it in a more better way, I would like to frame an example. Suppose you have a keen interest in cricket. Then reading about cricket, watching it, playing it becomes a fun activity, which not only gives you experience about the cricket, but also keeps your mind updated with the information. Now, third thing, try to explore different aspects of your interest or apart from your interest. It depends completely on you, on which topic you are more interested and curious. Most of the people think they don't have anything extraordinary. This may be right, but the thinking process of mind differs from person to person. Likewise, the face of every individual somehow differs from the other person. Mind, being the complex organ, has a wide range of thinking, and that is why it is really important for one to understand their own self, about what they desire, what makes them curious, what ignites their interest, and what is that one thing they will be never bored of. Now the step comes of picking up the most important thing, which you think is relevant with your thoughts, interest, and curiosity. The process of picking up is major because you may see a large variety of different things about which you want to explore. But in the beginning, it is really important to focus on one thing, become knowledgeable about it, and then going towards other aspects and widen your range, rather than taking a whole bunch of aspects and not being able to focus on any one of them. Now the fifth step comes of acknowledgement. This means acknowledging yourself with the topics you have decided. This process becomes more easier for you when you have desire to do so. Now, coming to the conclusion. By the time you are following these steps, you won't even realize that you have discovered many things, activities, topics about which you are interested in. You have discovered opportunities for yourself to grow and think out of the box. One thing I would like to remind each and every individual watching this video, that thinking out of the box and creativity has a really strong connection. In order to think out of the box, you should be thoughtful, creative, and knowledgeable. And if you think that you are not any one of these, then try to develop a habit of reading. Make yourself knowledgeable, skillful. This will help you widen your range of knowledge. It makes you creative and helps you to think out of the box. Thinking out of the box is an ability of being creative with your thoughts and exploring the sections of your mind which have been left untouched by you. Thinking out of the box does not particularly mean invention of new material or coming up with something. It simply means development of oneself towards the interest he or she has. Once you are creative and knowledgeable with your interest, the process of thinking out of the box begins and innovations take place. Now, before going, let's just quickly summarize all the steps. Step 1. Understanding yourself, where you have to just understand your inner thoughts, your interest, and how much wide you can think. Step 2. Finding your place of interest. Choose your interest wisely. Focus towards what keeps you happy, what gives you happiness. Step 3. Exploring your interest. When you have figured out what is your interest, then try to know more about your interest. Step 4. Picking up the most important and relevant interest. Step 5. Gaining knowledge about your interest. Step 6. Keeping up the habit of doing all the steps on regular time intervals. It is really important for an individual to do this in order to grow. Step 7. You gradually start thinking out of the box. Congrats! Thank you. Thanks for sticking at the end of this video. If you end up liking this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to be updated with our latest content and get insights for yourself for building a better life for yourself.